Good afternoon, all. This is Fari Hemzi. It's about 5:06 p.m. on Thursday, October 7th, 2021. And we're gathered here today to take a look at an item that we've had in the works, not in this format or this shape, but this genesis goes back about 2 years and started with what we call the DMZ plus, and then we added ATR. We used it as a part of it, one of our toolkits, which is Happy, and the high end of it, Happy Expert, this one. And this one has indicators, basically standalone or in combination with each other, and self-directed. You get the software, you put it on your trade station, and you go. We use a couple of more advanced versions of it, and we call them TCM. That's Tico Capital Management. That's the fund I'm running, and we put it there because they were not for distribution. We've been sharing it through GoToMeeting and Zoom. Zoom is for the OTF language, OTF type of charts. GoToMeeting is for fixed time frame, fixed time interval, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And that because we had issues with some of our V3 server on the cloud. And actually, Tony Herales and Robert, one of our chat rooms suggested, hey, Fari, you seem to trade a little bit differently than we do on the charts. Can you elaborate on that? And so I said, okay, no problem. Let me set up something different. So I brought GoToMeeting within, an hour, it was populated. A bunch of people came in from the other rooms, so they take a look, little developed. And then at one point I said, you know what? I'm having the same problem I had before. When the bet size gets big, you get start an account, start making small bets, you win, little lose, win, because you're cautious, right? And as you get over that, you get a little cocky. And then at the wrong time, you say to yourself, oh, this happened to me many, many times. Oh, I'm doing good. I know what I'm going. I know this market. This market is mine. You've heard me sometimes I say, I hate the market doesn't listen. Or this market must be blonde, or whatever. We go through all that. And guess what happens? You force your will into it. Okay? Bottom line. You add to size, and when that happens, the market senses that. And the moment you're vulnerable, the federales are there. They're after your money. Hey, 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 hey. Why did you go long this much? Why did you go? Why? Why? What? Because the last two trades worked. Do you think this one's going to work? And this has happened many, many times over there. I don't know, last 20 years. I can remember it so vividly. Some of them I don't want to remember. There's random violence in the market, and we're too small. We're way too small. We try to go to OTF, use that so we can see what the big guys are doing. As Admiral calls it, we're a carp, a type of fish that rides over a shark, for example. Okay, this is just a backup of stuff that's going on. Ignore that, no worries. Or I should have canceled that. Okay, no worries. Let's go through it. It's just a few seconds. It does in the background. So, long story short, I came to reapproach the problem in a different angle. I said, no. What if I take myself out of the loop? Now, that's easier said than done. That journey started this year, given what we've done last year with DMZ ATR. And then as a graph, we'd use it. I can show it to you a couple of, they have something here I can show you. There you go. Here's NQ. Oh, hold on. The chart's not finished. Hold on, I'll show it to you. Give me a sec. It's doing the quick backup. I'll show it to you how that started. Then we went to, you probably see it down here. I'll show you that too. We went to a watch list, which is for options. And you see what we have done with the options. 9% a month now. Remember, that doesn't have the leverage NQs have. And also they're closed at night. So sometimes you get into trouble and gap up, gap down. So that's the nature of that beast. But we did that. So we added that to, again, to the Happy Expert level. That as long as you turn on, you tell Trade Station, turn on my radar screen, put the software in, and I'm going to show you how this baby comes back that says, hey, you put me 300 names, I'm going to give you 10, 12 trades. So that, Admiral are kind of, we will get there, Hamid. Have some tea. We'll get there. Let me go through the introduction. Okay. We'll get there, but you gotta go on my page. My pace. Okay. Thanks. I'm trying to get the backup to finish. Once that's done, I have more freedom. But thanks for reminding me. So anyhow, long story short is we'll you'll see we got there we go. It's almost done. There we go. Went through. 1 second. That's a lot of backup. This is the main machine on some of the coding, so it's trying to back up everything daily. My mistake. I should have jumped out of it. Okay, we're done. All right, here we go. So basically, what I'm going to do is come here to. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. So there we go. Okay. And all right. This is what we talked about, DMZ. All right. And these are the ATRs of our below. We also have equivalent of it here on NQ. Okay. Now. And these are the stuff that Marshall and I work with, like, I don't know, 20 years ago plus. So now let me start also showing you what we did with the scanner. The scanner is called watch list. There you go. I'm going to show the smaller one. The loads populates. Okay, it populates. You see the titles. The same stuff is in that. This is available to the Happy Expert. It's coming in. Okay. It's refreshing after the close. You see these? Yeah. Now, if you, for example, and here are the names we're in. Okay. For example, take coin. Now I'm going to bring the related chart to it. No. 1 second. Remember, we're not a marketing company. We're not here to dazzle you. There we go. That's a watch list. No, I need the option. Hold on. So bear with us. 1 second. That's the Raiders. Yeah. No. That's that. Why am I not getting to the right page? That's PMT. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's it. All right. So as I switch, this is coin. I can go to Goldman, and as you bring that chart up, you see what Goldman did. Okay. It flagged us to go in at this time. We jumped to look where it hit, and that was our target. So it's amazing what it's done. So again, having been reinforced that the core is correct because it comes from a fundamentally sound logic statistically. That's all it's trying to do. And all we're trying to do is really come here and say, what's our here we go, fear and greed levels are, because these are going to change throughout the day. Here's your fear and greed. Okay, you'd see how it goes from fear to the greed. It cycles back, and the machine takes care of that. So having done that, we said, why don't we automate this? Why don't we try to get myself out of the loop? And let's see, I can have a chance to go to the beach. I'm in Florida. Let me go to the beach. I'm constantly here at the machine. No good. So, having said that, let me close that. Hold on. No. Okay, opening range. That's what. I see what happened there. I see it, guys. That created a problem there. 1 second. Sorry about the delay. Okay. Now, so we wrote a program, and it was miserable at the beginning. Back in, I think, in May. Probably. Was it May? Yeah, in May. And then because we were trying it the whole day, and it wasn't there. So I'm going to load this one too, also for you. It's called Combo. And we started at that. We said, why don't we chop it up into 2 parcels? That's not a machine. 2 parcels. There we go. That's it. Okay. 2 parcels. One is the first hour, the opening range. The second is post IB. So we go back to here what we had. This is the IB, right? This is the IB. And it creates the IB levels and move through. This part is one system. Everything else after that is that. Why? This is the big linear move. Either up or down, this is huge. You have to treat it differently. The rest of this is sausage. And how you treat that is also very different. So we split the combo into two pieces. The purpose of this meeting is to talk about the first part. This one is not finished. And we said, okay, let's talk about that's working, push it to production. It was done first, and it was also it's released first. This one is now we're still monitoring it. I would suspect this take us another, I don't know, month more to go. But the fact is, this is so good. We said we gotta sit down and talk about it. So let me go to my well, by the way, when you come into the system, you will be signing a very strong NDA. Okay, we're not going to give anything away. We're just you got to share it. As a matter of fact, what happens that is that you come into a chat room, and this is what it's going to look like. So I want to be very upfront with people. This is how it's going to look like. So you have a chat room, which is go to meeting, and this is running. Then this is the second part separately, and there's some Sigma channels. Here's your ATR computation. There's your CI diffs. That's how it runs. And you see your equity. And we look at 6-month equity. Okay. But anyhow, that's what's needed. Now, we have been beta testing this in this not in this format. In this format, maybe a few days. But the results have been that they've been seeing what's going on for about a month. We started earlier. It didn't work well. We stopped. We recalibrated and came back. There's a lot of start and stop. It's typical. We think where this is, given its results, that's robust now. How do we know that? Well, let's look at some results. Go here, right click, data. And you'll notice it's a 3 minute as a day session only. Okay. Okay. Now, before we get into that, let's talk about trades. This is the equity curve. Every time there's a green one, it made a new equity high. Okay. And I understand this is difficult to sit in. This is difficult to sit in, but remember, this is 270 trades. Okay, and it trades no more than 2 trades a day, one long, one short. So if it burns, max, it can win both of them, and typically it wins one and loses the other. Worst case, if you lose both, but if you do that, it won't allow you to dig a big hole in your account. Why this is different? Why it's not constant? Because this market is not has a different fiber. Not fiber, texture, different texture to it than what we looked at 2 years ago. So it's a rolling test, and we started for 6 months, and we're still looking at 6 months. And you would see some behavior is slightly different, but we can't control that. That's what the market is. When the market gets congested, that's when you get 2 losers. If the market is not congested, that means it's trending either up or down. This does itself. Now let's look at some other data here. Trade graph. I'm going to show you 2 charts that are crucial. First of all, MAE. Now, if you read I said, I forgot his name. Hold on. It's in our suggested reading list. Here we go. David Standall. That's it. David Standall. If you read Profit Strategies, it's a small book, easy to read, but it's like your Bible. You have to have it if you're in system trading. Okay. This is part of our drop-down menu. All right. This tells you the story right here. That's maximum adverse excursion. That means you made money, but how far the rest are the losers. Here's your gains. That means it go against you very little, and you made big money. This is your profit and loss. That's how much drawdown you have. When you get past a certain point, it's a loser. It's not gonna come back. So you cut it off. Peter Green says I cannot hear the session. Audio is good. Okay, and somebody responded to that. Bravo. Yeah, audio is good. Your best solution is to please have him go out and come back in. It's his hardware. Yeah, typically go back and come back in. It should be fine. Please tell him that. Thank you. So maximum adverse excursion is crucial. That's the first chart I want to look at. I want to see what the dispersion of the dots are. Okay. Again, this is a statistical game. And then the other one is favorable. You see that? It's not going past 2000. Now, that's adjustable. We can adjust that. I like about 1400. If you do, this is trading 3 contracts, taking 2 out at the first target and let the runner go with a break even, and then the break even stop, and then break even stop. We put a trailer on it recently, last like a week or so. So, uh, give you a flavor of what's involved. This baby, this baby. This is probably our most popular indicator, CI. It's a fifth generation momentum and uh, uh, the trend combo has zero lag. You can see how it turns. I mean, it's incredible for gap up, gap down. You could ask Marshall; he'll tell you. Hi, Simon. How are you? Welcome. You're late, but that's okay. So this is a phenomenal code. You know how many lines this thing has? Any ideas? Anybody can tell me how many lines of code it took to write this in easy language? Of course, I want those who understand easy language. How many lines that is? Any guesses? Come on, guys. Somebody gets to the chat room. I've told you that the other day. Hello? Anybody home? Okay, 9 lines. 9. Yeah, 9. There, you're Robert. There you go. 1,000. Marshall, I told you yesterday it was 9. Okay, he's pulling my leg. No, 9 lines is the correct answer. Yeah, it took 9. No, not the encryption. Not the encryption. Okay, and not the inputs and vars declaration. Not those. I'm just actually take the price, take the volume, compute, and give me the result back. That's 9 lines. Correct answer is Robert Brady. I will send you another polo shirt or baseball cap, but you already have them. So we have to figure out something else for you. Maybe we'll send you some dancing girls. How's that? All right. Would you like to take? We have a lot of blondes here. I can throw in a couple of blondes. Okay. Now, let me tell you what this is doing. What do you think is the code length here? Any ideas? Any ideas? How many? If that took 9 lines, by the way, it took 2.5 pages on eSignal to do CI. To do CI, same indicator, 2.5 pages. Okay, for the do the same thing, but of course with the same color issues, all that, right? We've never done this on eSignal. I would not touch it because that's JavaScript. Andrew says 90. No, sir. It's over 600. Robert Brady got it again. Yeah, it's about 670. 670 lines. Yeah, it's a stack. It's 11 pages when you print it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I can't go and sit down and just check it. I got to dive into it. Like I got to isolate. 2 hours. I'm going to be looking at this. Why? Because me and the AI programmer I brought in to help, we do what do you call it? We do due diligence against each other. Yeah, yeah. We walk through. I wrote a statement of work. He did. I give him some of the code that's in the what do you call it? Black box subroutines. But he knows what the outputs are. He doesn't know what's inside this. But he wires them. He gives me the code back. I look at it, and then I have to put it back into my larger, the top line code that's encrypted just for safety. When we go through that, part of his due diligence, which is, did he understood what I was asking? Do I understand his code? And then, do we have mistakes? We had some inverted signals. Yeah. There's a lot of code in 650 pages. 7 lines, 11 pages. We had a couple of signals inverted. We caught that. And though, of course, this is not IB levels. It's modified. We had to come up with a better solution. The IBs are not precise. Nothing is, but it's a statistical game of how better can you get versus curve fitting. We don't want too many variables. We don't want we don't want to increase our degrees of freedom. Again, I'm getting to esoteric stuff. Read Stendhal's book. You'll see what I'm talking about. So brought that down so it could be a robust. So when we go back to this, we have very, very high expectation that this shape will be there. Because it doesn't care as long or short. It's a machine. Okay. Now let's go through a couple of days. You see what we have done. This morning went short. And you see there's a bump there. You see that the little bump down in the no, the other way, sorry. Yeah, okay. It went short and stopped out. Went long, and at the end of it, at 12:15 stopped. That's why I said in my email to you guys, Remember, we're not coming at the open. It has to find its range and then jump on it and to move one side or the other. Would you like to trade 2.5 hours a day? That's all you have to do. I mean, people on the West Coast, this is a bonanza. You'll be done by 9 o'clock, 9:15, because it's 3 hours different. All times are here Eastern. So by 9:15, West Coast, you're done. And you're making about 50% back. If you go back here, let me go back. Bring this back. Okay. Let me go to performance. Let's go to performance. Okay. And notice it was about the same. 1.6, all 1.66, 1.5. It does, even in this market, it had no bias. By the way, we have not done any optimization. We haven't had time yet. We will, but first of all, why would I want to touch it? This is good. Let it get to trouble next time we want to optimize. The reason this is good is because the core indicators that were used, and also those itself have been used for many, many years. I mean, DMZ is a second, it's a second derivative, not derivative, second version, if you will, of dual CI, DCI. If you go back in the history, what we introduced under our Happy, I'm sorry, on the Happy, Happy Pro, you would see we had the double DCI right there. This was used to create DMZ. That has been there. That was our first indicator, the CI, which I showed you, 9 lines. The DCI was a little bit longer, but these were introduced. Then CI diff was introduced. As a matter of fact, later on, we dropped it to Pro only. If you go to Happy, it says this is not available. The diff is only available in the Pro. Of course, Expert is higher, the next level up. So those were used. We know exactly how they behave. Why? Look how many market problems we've had. How many years? How many presidents? A couple of wars. If you go to all these, you have a much, much better sense of things rather than, hey, I wrote something, it works last 2 months. We have no idea it's going to work next 2 months. And I'll test it. We have a lot of people come and go. I got a guy still using CI. He signed up out of Boston. He used to work for Putnam, portfolio manager. Now he runs his own money. Retired down here in Florida. He's still signed up for CI. Of course, he upgraded to Pro very early on because he wanted the diff. And I haven't changed his price. It's January. We introduced January 2002. He went in there February 2002. So he's been there 19 years. 19 years. He sends his PayPal in every quarter like a clock. Boom, boom. So these are battle tested stuff. So we're not going to be going there messing around. But look at this, 266 trades. Look at profitable trades. Okay, a little bit better on the long side. Okay, that's normal. We're net bias long. We're not net bias short. Look at consecutive winners, 12. Look at the long side, 18 consecutive winners. The losers were only 4. These are crucial for your psyche. Because remember, it's a machine. You don't know what trade is going to give you. If you don't have statistically over a large number of trades this pattern, you're gonna eject. You're gonna go for the eject button instantly. Say, this is not for me. So it's crucial as a money manager or as an individual self-directed trader to have what Admiral Esposito calls intestinal fortitude to sit there. Okay, you don't know. Nobody knows where the next tick is. Remember, the whole process we did this from July. Said we got an idea. We're improving and all we were doing back then actually was improving this. We went there without the system. Okay, without any system, just this part. We didn't even have this. We didn't even have an idea for that. We just look at for this to see how it operates back and forth. Let me just take the system out for a second and just turn it off for a second. Do you see what I'm talking about a little bit? Studies. I'm just going to disable it. Disable strategy. DMZ. Hold on. Come on. Let's do it this way. It's easy. I want to point to it. There we go. That we're going to go and say status off. Okay? So get that out. All we're trying to do, the color coding works, what happens on the fear and greed level, and how it's behaving in between. All right? And We run it, you know, we open at 8 usually, pre-market, at 8 a.m. and all times Eastern, and it trades until 5. Now, we will interpret it. I've got Peter there, I got Admiral. We chime in on how to interpret it. So we brought people in, take a look at it. Obviously, they love it. They've been here for a while. You know, this format was introduced in about the earlier version. I'd say probably April and of this year, and we've added as we go forward. As we got into the summer, and I thought to myself, okay, I think the system may be ready for potential testing. The people have just come in with open arms, and we shared that. And then recently we split them. So, point is, let me come back here. Okay, I want the data. Okay, so you could take a look at what the winning trades have been, losing trades have been. You can see we're roughly about now. The average is a little bit more. We have been sometimes you get it away from you. Okay, it does. But for 3 contracts, you can run it about 1,400, 1,200, but then you lose that on the winner side. So you have to make that cutoff. This test we were setting on. Oh, geez, we've been setting on around negative 2,000. All right. Let's see. Okay, we lost it. Sorry, guys. Something went wrong here. 1 second. Let me see if I can bring it back. Hold on. Sorry about that. Trade station went down. Let me go back. Okay. All right. So let me try. If not, we have to go back and come back in. So we'll see. Let me give it a chance. Now, this is not something I like to do. Why? Data. Let's see. Yeah, looks like it's going in. All right, let's see. It'll load. Sorry about that. This is I believe, 55. Remember, you don't need to have trade station. You don't need to run it. You don't need to maintain it. All you need is a good browser, like an updated browser. I suggest Chrome or Edge. You speakers, you can test it. The speakers are working, and then high speed internet. Yeah, you can't do this on low speed. So not because you're going to jump in, no, but you want to see what the machine is reacting. Now, one of the things we added, and I want to show that with you guys today. We added it again. It's moving forward. We added it. Here's the chart. Let me go there. You see down here? Let me max this out. This is crucial. While it's loading, we show what the machine shows us. What this was in the afternoon, obviously. I snapped it. You can see what time it was. It was after 3. It's already taken out the position, but in the mornings you saw what positions we were in and what the working. I'm sorry, what position we're in, and what's the working order, the stop and the trailing stop and the profit target. As it computes it and projects it, you see it live. Now we'll also be adding a dialog box, which is pops and says, "I'm going in." Okay, that's next. Look, we haven't done any cosmetics, just enough for us to keep a clear eye what's going on, understand the code, be efficient in development, get it out there, get it live. Backtesting doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, why? Well, I told you. In the 90s, I found out backtesting can consume you. So, what you want to do is uh, walk forward real time. Not even walk forward to unseen or unpresented data. No, no. In a data you don't even know. Now, the only risk you would have is that data may have a bug in there, error. But people know with me because of my background in neural net design and what do you call it? A very, very primitive uh, uh, artificial intelligence. With neural net, your data is everything. You gotta keep on hitting refresh, refresh. I probably refresh the data 5, 10 times a day. But at the times when I'm not sensitive, just to be sure. You have 2 levels of cleanup. One is by the exchange. That's for the day before. That's certified. The other one is for us. By TradeStation in this case, and that's where data integrity sees something to clear. But garbage in, garbage out. You have to watch that. Now, I was gonna do. Okay, this is missing one of my lines. Hold on. Now I gotta stop this for a second. Okay, I'm pause the. Yeah, pause that. Let me go there. I'm changing something. be right with you. 1 second. No. No. Okay, there we go. Sorry. This is all new. This part is new. So let me hold on. Yeah. Okay. Customize. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me do this. Do that. And let me save everything. Okay, we're good to go. Sorry. All right. So if we go down, it'll go back to. It should be okay. What I added is this dot yellow line. It's the center of this range. These are not IB; they're modified slightly. We believe it's even better than IB, but that's a separate issue. Time will tell. But so far, it's been phenomenal. And this is the center line. So anyhow, let's look at what happened here. This one was stopped out. There was a loss there. That's yesterday. Look at day before. Okay, so it went long. Okay, first stop. First target. 2 outs. You have one more. The one more didn't go out until this time. Did not go out until this time. Okay, because that was a trailing that hit it. It's a end of session LX, and we don't trade after 3:40. So by that time we have to be out. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the combo I'm running. Sorry. That's a combo. That's a slightly different end of day. Hold on. Look at this one. It's the same day. This one actually this one made a little bit of money. It went up. This we traded yesterday. Went in, was wrong, reversed, and I reversed with it and went down. Except when it hit this level, manually I took all of it out, ejected the whole 3 lots, or multiple. I mean multiple 3 lots. As usually, I've always traded multiple 3 lots, and that's why my request. So some of my personality is in that system, but that's what I know what works, what doesn't work for me. That's very conservative. You get your target 2 outs, you bring your, in this case, you drop your trailing stop, and you can't lose, goes there. Now, we're improving it slightly. Let's go back here. Yeah, it's the combo is a little bit older version. Look what this one is. That's what I want to show you. Okay. Goes there long this day before. This is 10-5. Okay. So this was Tuesday. Okay. Went long. It waits for this level to develop. There's a window. You see the dots, the white dots? That tells you the window we're in to select for a trade. After that, it will not enter a trade. And one of them is a winner. Now, 2 out, keeps 1, and look where it got out. Yeah, this is the one that's correct. We're shooting for 12-15 area. That's we seem is optimal. You could hold on, look where it went to. But I don't want to see this risk reward. Too much time for a little gain. The problem is the turn. That's what you want. So let's go back. Remember, these are driven long, steady. Look what happened here. This one just coming down crazy, goes short. Boom, hits it, first target. Okay, then it's carrying and it jumps out. So really, really big gain. That's how you build that chart. The the payoff curve that you saw. That's what's happening live. That's it. That's my spiel. Let's go back. Let's see more. Okay, this one's the same thing pretty much. Now not as big. This was tremendous. Uh, let's see. When was fifth? Fifth was Tuesday, right? So fourth would be Monday. So this is fourth, right? Okay. Yeah, this is October start again, right? No, that's first. This is fourth. This is fourth. This was Monday. Yeah, this was Monday, right? Now you can see below. See the line changing, the equity curve. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Now, when you get to real time, you see where it is, 78,000. So now again, we're looking at rolling 6 months. So we're dropping a day as we add a new day on. So it's happening to the equity curve, but you want it to be somewhere in that. If you take 12,000, remember there's 3 contracts. That's 4. That's 12,000. I don't suggest you do MNQ for a long. If you want to test it with MNQ, it's fine. But the way it is valuable and the commissions and cost of a system is prohibitive to running MNQ. You want to run the NQ. So times 3, that's 12,000. This is 6 months at 78,000 return. So you're basically doing 6,000 a month, a little bit better. So you're getting basically, I'm saying, you're getting about 50% a month. Okay, steady. Come on, guys. All right, that's my Gmail. All right. Oh, come on. Okay. So go back here. Let's go to Friday. That was yeah, that's Monday. This is Friday. No, by the way, I don't know how it's going to do tomorrow because it doesn't trade at 8:30 when non-farm comes. It actually trades when the cash 9:45. And a lot of times on the non-farm, this is yeah, the after initial move, it's dead. So that's where we're. Hi, Kosh. How are you? Welcome, sir. So this was a small one on Friday, October 1st. Let's go back. Okay, did I make money? Boom. And remember, it has 2 trades limit, one on each side. It won't do 2 longs. It won't do 2 shorts. It, one one long, 1 short is allowed, and that's all you can have time in this window to get going because you want to get in and sit and see results. You can't go in and out. So commissions are very low. Commissions are very low. Let's go back. You'd see. Okay, this was a it went long and lost here. It lost a small amount. So you'd see, and you can see it there. So yeah, this one it lost real quickly. Okay, it went short there and then pulled up again. We have a window, a box there that shows you what we're doing, and also we have pop up at the event as it starts. That says I'm long, I'm short. I put the stop it. You'll see it both jump in there, and also it tracks it. Why? Because you need to know what's happening to the system live. Look at another one. Jesus, hallelujah, hallelujah. This actually took it all 3 because end of the day was coming, so it took all of it out. No chance to even peel it off partially. Let's go back here. This one made small loss sideways. Okay, and kind of inside there pretty much. It lost there. It lost there on the short side, and then on the long side a little bit. So this is an example of losing both. That's going to happen too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Take a look at what the end results are. That's what matters. So on and so forth. That's it. That's my spiel. It's 5:44. Now we are going to. We're still running a test. We're still running a free trial. If you guys want to come in, given where we're at, we're about 30, 35 people in now. We'll take another 10. Why? Because support. The issue is support. So the first 10 people who want to come in, send us a note. First name, last name, email, and the phone number. We're not going to call you, but we need to have that on file just in case your email bounce. If you have AOL or Yahoo, don't bother. We have problems with them. They're too slow. Make sure you have a Gmail. Send it to us. We'll get you set up. You can come in tomorrow, and we go forward. We're cutting off. This is our game plan because it's been ongoing. We've been going for. Our cutoff is October 26th. That's the day I wrote the first. It was the first of birthday of the Shah Vivan. That was the day I wrote the first line of code back in '98. Marshall knows on dollar weighted put call ratio. That's the end of our cutoff. All right. Our system is right now our basic system, the OTF. The OTF is a kind of umbrella for our futures trading. Is at $400 a month. Yeah, it's 400 bucks a month, right? On that day, it'll go to 500 because we didn't even in our system. If you go there, I'm sorry, if you go to our offering, there's no discussion. There's a system there. You have Zoom rooms, and you guys see the videos. You have Zoom rooms in moderation, and we trade. Okay, Admiral is there, Peter is there, myself, and of course we're dropping CL. CL is gone. This is written for NQ. At some point, we're ready to take a look at the ES, but we got to walk before we run. Anyhow, but system is a major add-on. But we want to be fair to everybody, and also, we think that we learn something from you too. So it's you giving in some. Listen, I learned a lot from Bob. There's not necessarily the system, but other aspects of how to run this. So the 400 becomes 500, and then on December 17th, it'll become 600. I think that's a fair price where we are, and it's a killer. Think about it. If you have 3 contracts, it's giving you 6,000 back a month consistently. 600 is nothing. Okay. Now, because we don't control how much money you put in. Okay. I mean, I know guys here who have 300,000-400,000 in their futures account. We're just looking for 3 contracts as a sample of the pricing for that. So obviously, more capital you have, the better results is. But I'm not telling you to go jump in the well like that. No, start with 3 contracts, run it for a couple of weeks, then go to 6 contracts. Just slowly build it as you move forward. But you would see the value. Why did I decide December 17th? Why not 18th? 18th is my birthday. Forget that. But December 17th, 1903. Does anybody know what happened on December 17, 1903? Remember, I'm from military industrial complex. That's a hint. Any ideas? What happened on December 17, 1903? Any ideas? Any history buffs? Kitty Hawk? Wilbur Orville and Wilbur brothers? What do you call it? I forgot the last name. Wilbur and Orville. They flew the first heavier than air mechanical machine, the airplane at Kitty Hawk. That was that day. On December 17th, it'll go to 600. Now, if you log in before and jump in, you've locked it. Boom. Now, and then we will go back and we'll see those who are paying very little because they've been here. We got to edge it up a little bit. It's just all fair. If they're staying here, that means things were good. So they've already paid for that. We'll bring it up case by case. Okay, but we cannot run things where we would the subscriptions we had here a year ago, for example, a year and a half ago, because this is a quantum change. Okay, this is a huge move, and we just have to. And we have only 100 slots, by the way. So, and I know. Let's say by January, we're going to be totally booked, and so it's not fair. So at some point we have to say, listen, you're going to be getting at this rate, or we can't move forward. It's not fair. And we're going to keep it small. There's been some discussions for a number of people who are familiar with what I do and my rule about I want to keep a client cost down. We kind of grew on volume, but you got to realize also the potential of this, and we got to price it right. So I'm trying to let the market tell me where that price is, and they tell me this is phenomenal. I mean, are you kidding me? I've had a number of hedge funds who approached us because for us to issue it for them to trade this, we don't know how to even price it. We have no idea. So we'll have to figure it out. We'll get that. We'll get to that point. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, just self-directed, sitting in the chats and trading 2.5 hours. As you notice, sometimes you're getting out even earlier. And my suggestion is go away. Go do other things. Why? Because NQ is nerve-wracking, especially you add size to it. But if you slowly build it up, what are you doing? You play with house money. You're not playing with yours. When you play with house money, you'll be more calm. Even though it still is nerve-wracking, but at least you're in a controlled environment. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is a sausage operation. This is not going to make money that day. It gets 2 losses and out. Now, so what happens here? What are we missing here? Well, you're not missing anything. This will come in. This part. But once it's ready, then this will take over. So if you come here, you'll see. You see before 10:30, it's not ready. Because remember, this is also .D, right? So market opens it. This is not going to do anything here. This part is. And we have that on the screen. If you look at it there, except you don't have this version out there yet because we don't think it's ready. It's like wine. You got to wait for it's ready. Go back here, you'll see. We have 2 side by side. This only shows plus or minuses. It's flashing, take your attention. There's no buy and sell there yet. But as you can see, it's in development. And we have to develop it and get there. Remember, it's software. Software development never ends. Never ends. If somebody thinks it's done, I got news for you. Look at Boeing. Yeah. No, this is not done. It takes time, but you improve it methodically as incremental improvement over what you had before. And that's the game plan. Any questions for me? Remember, I got a 6:30. I'm sorry I may have gone too far or put a lot of stuff on the table here, but I'm very analytical by background, and I think it's crucial that you get exposed to that. Not that. I want to see. Let me go here. So, and again, what's key, and I'll be more than happy to share the system performance report. That's not a problem. What's key to me as a statistical person is these. This, okay, and okay, and that. You could see. Okay, now I don't know why this went a little bit too far there. I got to figure out. That's when the scale changed, but the chart is the same. As you can see there, that's where the two issues are. Actually, I took a snapshot of it. Actually, put it on Twitter. The actual size of it. Here's MAE. Okay, that's MAE. I don't know what I did with the chart there. My apologies. Remember, some of these have been changed quite a bit. Version 9 of TradeStation, version 10 dealt with this stuff and radar screen. So I'm trying to get. I'm gonna spend more time on SOW, the statement of work, and what do you call it? Walking through the code, going through verification of what we've done. But those two charts, any system builder would ask you that. What's your MFE? What's your MAE? If you look at that, that tells you the story. And now, if you're having problem understanding that, let me need a little bit review of some statistics and so forth. I mentioned it. Right, there are a couple of books out there you can read. We don't have 2 or 3 years yet. We can set it up, but we don't have 2 or 3 years yet. But we will get there. Yeah. But I'll look into that and get it to you. Not a problem. That's a valid question. Yeah. So here's what we've done. 60. Here's first of all. Remember, you need 30 trades to validate, right? 30 trades statistics. Now, in trading, I would demand more, just because I'm a hard ass. Okay, I want to demand more, saying, hey, I want. But we have 200 and. No, that's a collapse. Hold on. What did I change here? Something changed here on me, guys. 3 minutes. I don't know what I changed. Maybe the data got corrupted slightly. I don't know. Hold on. Here's the static of it. That's why I take statics. Because remember, that's live. Not live, but I mean, it's a snap. Okay, here's. There we go. Look at this. Okay, let's look at that. 267 trades. So it's almost 10 times for the 6 months. Now, we can go back and get that. That's not a problem. But I look at what we've done compared to today's market, right? What's important is today's market. You're quite welcome, Marshall. But I'll get that to you. I'll have it pulled out and send it to you. That's a valid question, Kosh. Yeah. But typically, if this passed this test, it's holding. It's not. Remember, we also look at dropping the big one out, a big trade and big loser out. That you have to do. Outliers. Get rid of those and focus on the center. But that will get that. Is it 100% limit or follow manual? What do you mean by that, Kartik? I'm not sure. 100% automate. It is. You've seen it. You've been in the room. It runs by itself, right? It gives you the signals right there in front of you. Does it execute? Not yet. No. That's the next step. It does not. It's not attached to any even a simulator yet. Why? You have to finish developing it. We're not there yet. We're close. We're maybe. And here's the thing: do we want to spend that time on this setup? Okay. Oh, we're gonna spend it here. Okay. So right now, I rather not get into execution automatically yet. That means what Kartik is asking is this way to I can put my money and trades there. Well, you can't put yours because I'm not giving the machine away, software away. But for the fund, that's my ultimate goal. Yeah, to put the fund in one umbrella and then execute. I go away. Right. Because remember, we're not giving the we're not disclosing. We're not sending. You're not going to run. What I said. There's no maintenance of any software. You're not going to need TradeStation, and we're not going to give it away. I've been trying to be hacked. several times. Not doing that. I mean, and in Marina Del Rey, which I didn't have the traction I have now. I was not time of the decade. I didn't have a system like that. There was a guy sitting on my with a printer on my router. Okay, not going there. So no. But the question is, what happens if you go down? You get out. Yeah, same protocol I have. If the system goes out, how does it go down? Zoom has to go down or go to meeting? Well, Facebook did, right? So it's impossible. That's a good question. But my protocol is the same thing. If my system goes down, I'm closing, coming out. Why? I'll fight the battle next day. You have to look at the overall system results. If the system results are that strong, then what do I need to worry about one day? Now, hopefully, it's not a bad time, but you can't control that. Look at Facebook; anything is possible. So you jump out, you come back in. Yes, yes, exactly, Andrew. As I've always said. Yeah. You are self-directing from the signal. Yeah, it's Andrew. You come into a chat room every day, right? So it's the same one. Now, before we were looking at. Hold on. Oh, I know what did wrong. I know what's wrong. I need to look at. Sorry. I'm looking at the version behind. Sorry. I need to look at this, guys. Sorry. I know what happened. I need to look at. No. I know what happened. Yeah, you know what it is? I have a couple of copies going, not the combo. I need to look at this. If I go to this and go to system results, sorry, this is the I need. Range video 2.2. Sorry, we for listen. This was finished 3 a.m. yesterday morning, not today. So, and it wasn't me. It was finished. Was in my email at 4. I came here at 4:30 in the morning. I was anxious to see where we are. So I started there. Here we go. Let me go there. This is it. There you go. Let's go back. There we go. Okay. Now collapse that because that's a little bit more detail. 260. There you go. That's what I'm saying. That we're looking at version before. That was the one that could trade more than one trade in a day in the same direction. We stopped that. So my bad. Sorry, Karthik. So answer Andrew and Karthik. You come in, the system runs. If we get into trouble, you're gonna hear me. I said, what did I said also? Make sure you correct it. You look at it, connect it to us on Twitter, on a private Twitter. Whichever way you can, we jumped it. Plus, if we have Zoom on, if your GoToMeeting goes down, you have Zoom on. I can set up the Zoom to go the system go to Zoom. That's not a problem. Who cares? Remember, we have Zoom and GoToMeeting. You don't think I thought about that? Senor, I worked on a B2 bomber. Reported to chief designer of B2 bomber, the first original chief designer. You talk about backup. I can't get into what we did or how many backups we had. But some systems have 4 backups. So if you have a 95% uptime, for 95% confidence, that means you can go down 5%. You do it 4 times, 4 iteration. What happens to your chances of survival? Very high. Because 3 of the 4 have to fail. But each of them have a chance of 95% survival. Okay, how many times Facebook has been done? How many times Zoom? It's gonna happen. But if we have both running, it's very easy for me to have the code here ready to go. We'll get to that too. So we switch to Zoom. But the rule is, let's say we lose power here. Every machine has a UPS. Even the internet has a UPS. Plus the internet has a VZ behind it, Verizon behind it. We'll get to you. But our rule is orderly exit and go and flat. Okay, remember, it's like let's say it's like sitting at NORAD. You are sitting at Cheyenne Mountain. You have a procedure you have to go through. In that emergency, you start flipping. So this is what I got to do immediately. My rule is simple: you exit. Don't worry about it. Remember, we're not going to get too deep into trouble anyway. It'll be listen. It can't go past our stop, right? So if it gets near the stop, you'll be out. You have to put the stop in. The stop is not sitting here. The stop is sitting at your machine. The stop is sitting Aurora at CME. Right? Whatever is your platform, I don't care what platform you're using. I'm not talking about TradeStation, but all platforms report to the CME Globex matching order machine at Aurora. As long as that stop is there, you're fine. Okay? You just wait to come back. You wait the system come back, then you hit it. So. But that was a very good question, Karthik. I'm going to get you a polo shirt, man. That was good. Now it hit me. Put it on Zoom ready in the background. It takes a few seconds to roll over. Yeah, good idea. Karthik, you get a polo shirt. Send me an email. Remember, we don't give those out. You cannot buy it. There's no HA store. You have to earn it. You just did, my friends. Send me your address, size. It's only going to be one color, white. Okay, I'm like a Model T, one color, but it's white polo, Pima cotton, Brooks Brothers quality. Okay. Now, if you had a second good idea, you would also get a baseball cap. But we're running out of time, my friend. It's 6:02. Next question. But I appreciate it, sir. I do. Anything else, guys? Did I answer everybody? Is it? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The other option is, at one point, we're going to register. Yeah, the fund. The fund will register, and you guys just pour the money into the fund. But I'm not going to charge you for 100 or 600. I'll take 25% of the proceeds of the net new profits. Why? I don't know. Why not? I'm sorry. What time of what? What's the SL? Cryptic, Tatiana. Cryptic. Talk to me in simple English. I'm not as smart as you are. What's the SL? Stop loss. ATR. Yes, ATR. Yeah, yeah. It's one or two. Yeah, it's a simple. Yeah, yeah. I think we're using right now 1.5. So middle of the two. Yeah. That's why we don't need backtesting and all that in concept, because ATR itself. Remember, we're computing ATR using the correct code, right? So we're not using even. Let me go here. Here we go. Yeah. I've got to remember. I shouldn't have gone there. Yeah, this is what I want. Let me take this down, so we don't make that mistake again. Hold on. Let me take that out of the way. Okay. Here we go. So this is ATR. Short-term vol. That's a correct ATR. Has a 7 look back at 3 minutes, or in this case, that's 5. Let me put 3 minutes up. At 3 minutes, it's effectively good, and after in 21 minutes after the market opens. So if we open up in the morning, when we open up here, this is the problem area. Then there's no other way. It's going to look at pre-open. If you do a .D, the problem with that is that now you have a gap up, gap down. That gets a little bit more noisier. But we do continuous pricing, and after 9:51, this is day session only, and that's a true ATR. Remember what I've done. Everything is adaptive. You have to. Minimum account size, 3 contracts. So I would say, come in if you want to test it. Okay, just with MNQ, 3 contracts. That's nothing. $1,200. But the cost would be prohibitive for the system. But you want to graduate to 3 NQ, the full, the E-mini contract, not the micro. That's 4,000. So you have 12,000, and then you need some margin, some buffer. No, not margin, buffer. That is margin money. So let's do the math. That's a good one. 3 times 4 is 12. I'd say 50% margin buffer. So your account should be about 18,000. Okay, and then as you grow and you get more confidence and you like what you see, I would say your account ideally should be not less than 36. Now, when I manage money, my minimum is 250, and I'm about to go to 500 now. Okay. Bruce T. Okay, I just went through that, Bruce. Yeah. And remember, what we're looking at is 1 ATR to 1.5 ATR max. ATR is at average true range. So when the machine puts the order in, boom, on the screen flashes. I saw it today. We ran it today. It said that we are. Here we go. Here's the chart. This is a NQ go-to-meeting chart. This is actually a snap of the chat room. And what you see on top, that's some of the block trades of the big names, just to know what to feel about it. Why? They get all green, we're going up. All red, we're going down. And there's a mix of futures, ATFs, Fangam, Fang plus Microsoft and so forth. A couple of banks, like Goldman and so forth. We even have, what do you call it? What do we have? We have vaccines there. We have bonds there. There's the bonds on this side. So we look at the 4 assets. Oh, we even have VIX there. So we get even 5 assets there to look at, and sound based. Okay, you hear it. And when they're all lit up, it is taking your attention away. That's not ours. We buy that. We buy it as a service and we provide it. You just need a high speed internet for it. It's a little bit expensive. It's an institutional item. We buy it, we share it with you, and they know I'm doing that. I've said it to them. Actually, because I was involved with the development of it. So that's what I do. Real. I mean, that's what's my rule. I usually you see the movie Godfather? Yeah. I'm that guy. I mean, I'll ask you a favor. I'll do you a lot of favors. But one day I'm going to ask you a favor. You better deliver. So that's what it is. I said, listen, guys, we got this. This is the second version. The first version, I started with them in Chicago. By the time we got here, I said, guys, I'm going to be sharing it. And they said, fine, no problem. And but I said, I'll buy it. No more freebie. I bought it 1 year in advance. So I'm good. I'm good. So that's not a trade. No biggie. Remember, if you do this right, your currency changes. Your currency is not dollar anymore. Your currency is your trades. Okay? My currency is my name. Okay? What I've done, what I've accomplished. That's my currency. So, boom. So, after, so you got look at your trade sizes, boom, go in. I get in because of my name, but I'll make sure they're taken care of. Good value. Look, I helped them with the trade station with the radar screen. I trade tremendously with the help of Admiral on option station. I mean, option station finally caught up with the items we had in mind for them. So, hold on. Okay, size. I'm reading a Bruce T's question. Max risk at any given time, assuming 3 contract. Okay, if you have a listen, that could be a little bit variable there, but we've capped it at $2,000 for 3 contracts. Yeah. So, and very few times we've hit it. But remember, you have to also look at sequentially. If you look at if you look at the payoff, you'll see. We're going to trouble a little bit here, and this is a little bit difficult to stomach. But if you sit through, you'll see all the green dots. You need to sit through. There's no way you're going to make $75,000 of a $12,000 investment overnight. So you're going to have a little bit of shake. The issue is how much. And remember, we don't have any big drops. What happens is you have sequential. So what we've added is those extra filters to see why we had sequential. Go back and design the filter and say, now work with the filter. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Those were good questions, by the way. I appreciate that. Karthik, write to me, send me your information. I'll and your shirt size. I'll put one in the UPS ground over the weekend. Okay. Tomorrow's crazy. We gotta get other stuff, but we have plenty here, so we'll take care of you. Okay. Again, we don't sell it. This is for just show our appreciation. You've done something exceptional. Like Bob Brady the other day. Wow. I forgot what was it we were talking about. He nailed it, and to me it was, hey, I owe him more than actually I owe him more than that, but I want to show my appreciation. So there we go. Okay, guys. So you'd see, for example, I got one for Peter Cook. I mean, you've seen what Peter has done here. He's amazing moderator. What's that? Hold on. Health markets again. North Hollywood. Thank you. Get lost. Yeah. Go to voicemail. Yeah. All right, guys. Again, one more thing, guys. While you guys are here, let me share this. Something I want to show you. We're going to be sending that to you. Hold on, not there. Hold on. How do I go in there? Hold on 1 second. Wait, let me pause that because I want to dig an email that Kevin sent me, but I want to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is coming into me from. Right. Okay, so it's down here, and there we go. Okay, guys, take a look at this. Very, very quickly. Guys, this is what I'm going to send you guys tonight. This one. Some guidelines. One of the things that Kevin is doing is develop our FAQs again, because products have changed, and also be able to do tech support in real time. Basically, just like Nancy does it for me or Peter does it on the option side, Kevin's going to do it on future side. They run block for me. Because Admiral and I, we're in a combat zone, okay? Especially first 2 hours. So we'll send you to all the traders that. Again, tonight, if you want to come in, we have a little window for you to, at no risk to you, okay, come in and learn what we're doing. Get comfortable. It is a paradigm shift, just like OTF. It's going to take you a little bit of time. We don't want your money. We want your attention. Just go in there and sit down, no problem. And again, I'll go over the timeline with you guys. It's today's October 7th. Our charge, if you're coming today and sign up, which we don't tell you, we'll not suggest you do, because you have to go through this training. And we've always done with this product. Any system like this, you need some training. And don't worry, I'm doing okay. I don't need your money. All I need is your attention. So the cost is 400. You pay nothing though. Until October 26th, we end on that. All of OTF trainings are complete. I mean, stopped. Okay. And remember, also because we have to pay attention, this is a sweet part of the market. This is where you make money. You're not gonna make money in August. This is the time to make money. On the 26th, which is the anniversary of dollar put call ratio, cost goes to 500. Okay, if you lock it in before or after, that's your price. On December 17th, it will go to 600, and we'll catch up with those who paying less than 450, and we'll bring everybody up to 450. We can't do less than that. We have to respect what the product has done. And remember, I have some development costs. All right, and we have only 100 slots available. And right now, probably of the people in the room at the total time, at the total we're hitting about 30, but it is probably 40 are people in that product. So not everybody shows up every day, I understand, and you shouldn't. Yeah, one of my rules is to pick my days I want to trade. Also, none of you guys see, most of you guys see, I want to get my swimming done at noon. Sometimes in the afternoon, I have personal items I got to take care of, and you got to do that right because you need to have a balanced life. If you don't have a balanced life, you're not going to trade well. It doesn't matter what you make today, but I mean you give it all back tomorrow. So take care of your life. Okay, you have wife and kids. I don't. You do. I have Tico. But take care of things. Make things in order. Get your sleep. Eat well. Exercise. So you have it. You enjoy because this is. If you think about it, one guy wrote to me. He says, "Holy Grail! Oh my God, you finally did it." I said, "Yeah, it took me 25 years." So not end of a month. No, no, no. October 26th. No, 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 no. Yes, you don't have to pay now. Yeah. Well, Kartik, you're already in. You're already in. So you're already in. Yeah, nobody's gonna pay me anything until 26. Those who already been in, who came in, had their first month done in July, yeah, they roll over to PayPal. But we don't need anything from new members until 26. But everything stops on 26. Yeah. But and now, but the price goes to 500 on that day. So if you want to lock up 400, the day before. Yeah. I'm giving you that option. Yeah. But not end of the month. Right, right. No, it's not on Zoom. No, it's on GoToMeeting. But we're going to put Zoom as backup because Kartik can make a good point. We have a room for Zoom that does OTF. I put the next chart up. It's the same. I just transfer the code there. Remember, now I control everything from here. I took everything here, but I have a huge bandwidth here now. So I brought everything here so I can, I have a Zoom as backup. So Benjamin, you just switch over in case GoToMeeting goes down, and it's got the same microphone. It's got sound system. Everything is built in. Yeah, it's ideal. So I don't actually need much of a speaker. You guys need a good speaker on your end. And again, come in early to get some of you, because here's what happens. The people who make the mistake is coming late, okay? And then they start paying immediately up front. Then they have a lot of questions. No, no, no. Come in here so you're doing it on my dime. Ask your questions, learn, get comfortable, get adjusted to the environment, and then when the deadline comes, we're going to remind you, hey, you actually see the invite that goes to you has a cutoff of 26. You can't log in after that. So you need to jump in on the PayPal. But do it now, that's free. Okay? And by then by the weekend, I'll have the Zoom ready. Not tomorrow. Listen, not tonight. Not for tomorrow. Tomorrow's not far. No, no. But I mean, that's a big day for me. So I gotta be comfortable and ready for that. But when we come back Monday, I'll have also on Zoom. I won't broadcast it on Zoom, but it'll be standby ready as backup. And because of Kartik, he had a great suggestion. Who should we email? Admin at Hemsey Analytics. Hold on. Admin at Hemsey Analytics. Yeah, that's the same email that's on the system, on the website. We will take 10 people, no more. Here's the reason: support. It's not capacity, it's support. It's my time, Nancy's time, Peter's time. That we have to be. We can't have everybody coming in now for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we, 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 we we didn't. First of all, we didn't expect to be like this. We did not. To be honest with you, I mean, I thought we were gonna have 5, 10 people for this webinar. We're going to show what's going on, and then somebody says, "Can I send it to my people?" And I said, "You know what? If you're gonna send it, I'll send it to my people too." And then it exploded. So admin@Hamzy Analytics is our standard email coming in, and not just me. Other people get it too, so they can answer to you or get you going. Yeah, 10 people, guys. Maybe we can go to 15, but that's top because we already have 30 some, almost 40, so we'll put us over 50, and the whole room is 100. So let us go slowly. There's no rush. Why do you want to rush this? So just come in early, and we'll build it after that. All right. And again, I want to be very clear with people. No more CL. CL is going to go. We've got to concentrate on what's working, especially at this rate. This is phenomenal. 50% a month consistently. Okay, we're going to be wrong. 40%, 30% a month. Hello, where do you get that? Banks are paying 1% a year. Now, there's risk involved, I know, but this is not something you haven't done before. This is NQ, and the machine is in front of you. We're going to do here. Adding a dialog box, that's probably going over the weekend. And we are showing what the status is. Hold on, let me go here. Now, there's a lot to be done on that. Clean up a little bit. We'll do that. It's ready to go. We'll change the font, make it a little bit bigger. Remember, this is a big screen. But we'll make it bigger. We'll make it to a point where you could see that. I mean, when you're once in your room, I mean, obviously this is a compressed picture of it. That even as you see it better. You saw it today, for example, as this was going up and down, it was showing a profit, actual profit, tick by tick. It's all real time. Okay, and we'll add a dialog box so it pops. Right now, for example, we have it for tick. Here's tick and tick queue. Where it hits 3 sigma, there's a dialog box. That's the sound. There's a sound and dialog box. We'll add also, obviously, this is all part of our SOW. We just haven't got there yet. Okay? Listen, when the results were in preliminary, Monday afternoon, I said, oh, wow. And even the programmer himself, he says, I didn't expect anything like this. This is a phenomenal project. I said, no kidding. Yeah, but I didn't know it's going to be that good. Conceptually, I knew what I got to do. That's why I wrote. It took me 2 days to write this. It's going to work. Back in June, middle of June, early July. Yeah, and I got the first code on this as 9.8. I'm sorry, second one. The first one was 9.2. Yeah, September 2nd, I got the first code. 9.8, we got improvement. Then we start working on this part, the second part. The post IB, not the opening range. And then I said, wait a second. Why are we split? And this we got bogged down. We got bogged down a couple of places. And I said, hold on. We both need to catch our breath and not be depressed about this. We got to look at how about this thing that looks like okay. We went back. We saw the extra issue was this extra trades there. It was in May. We put a rule in, one trade only, a long or short. That's it. Why? Because if you're in a congestion, you don't have a range breakout. What's the purpose of it? It's simple logic. Just use simple logic. It's better than any testing. Now, then you put it on and you watch it. We walk through like we did. I'm sure we're gonna have better iterations of it. Let's say by year end. Yeah, we will. But let's get us this part working. Why? Every day we have expenses. Every day you need money to come in. So get it working. Get it tested. Get battle tested. It's like airplane business, right? They say aerospace is the most mature high-tech business, right? Well, I was there. Do you think we went and built the B-2 bomber day one? No. We had built Jack Northrop, bless his soul. He had built the tailless flying wing back in the late 40s, 47 to around 50. And then, of course, US Air Force scrapped it. And then he actually teamed up with the guy I reported to, Mo Hesse. They gave their first pitch to Cap Weinberger when Reagan still wasn't in office yet. He had just won. He had just won the election. and so this team had classification. For this, you need a top secret Q, which is very few. But Cap Weinberger was his finance guy out of Sacramento, but he was going to be a SecDef, Secretary of Defense. So immediately did his background check. They approved him for Q. The day he got the Q, Jack Northrop and Mo Hesse flew to Washington. And in the tank, not a tank actually, they couldn't be in a tank there. They had some sort of a skiff type set up for security reasons in the transition set of Reagan, and they went through this. So, but we went through a lot of iterations until that airplane flew in '89. So actually, Reagan by then was gone. So we'll have more iterations coming in. Listen, there's more iteration of trace stations coming in. They're going to go to 64 bits, and I'm trying to push them to go multi-core. You know what I mean? Here's a multi-core. System. Go this. Here we go. This is, if you go to performance, this is number of cores I have. I have 8. Okay. On the new machine I just got is 32. This machine is old. I use this. This is 3 years old. It's not old, but 3 years old. This I use for interfere, in and out, in your front end. Other machines don't even come online with people. Only go get data from TraceStation and maybe download the software from Microsoft. But I'm trying to push them so that they could use more than one core. Right now, it's using one core, TraceStation, and it's 32-bit. So everything is going to improve and go forward even better. And I think that's important. Why? The issue is automation of it. I want to get to where I don't have to sit here. I know expected I'm going to make X amount of dollars every day on the average. Go to the beach. Get a boat, go to the beach, take Tico out and have fun. This is Southwest Florida. Come on. Right? So that's the game plan. Any other questions for me? I got to wrap this up, guys. What time is it? 6:23, guys. I got to go. Any other questions for me? Hope you enjoyed the briefing here. I'll be more than happy to answer any other questions. You're welcome to send me email, but I will answer you sometime tomorrow after non-farm, okay? Because I got to get to this meeting. Also, I don't want to be up late tonight. The last 2 or 3 days, we've had tremendous schedule. Not because of this presentation. No. I want to run this thing. So what I do these days, by the way, I write on the side, actually, like Monday. I even was showing it to the folks who were going back and forth a little bit to show this, but you wanted to trade what they were used to, which is this setup. So I didn't want to throw the curveball there. But I had this on one of other machines running. So I'm looking at this, I'm taking a position, what the system is doing for that period, for that first hour. It didn't make sense. I started questioning myself. I did. So that's how you grow. That's how you learn. Yes, Marshall. Thanks for attending. We'll talk soon. All right, guys, I'm out of here. This will get post-processed. By the time I get back, it will be posted for you. Okay? Thank you so much. Good evening now.